Summary of the novel, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Author, Ernest Hemingway. Chapter 1, The Mission to Destroy the Bridge, 1937. Robert Jordan, an American explosives expert, is assigned the task of destroying a strategic bridge in the Sierra de Guadarrama Mountains during the Spanish Civil War in 1937. This critical mission aims to disrupt the fascist supply line during a major Republican offensive. Fluent in Spanish, having lived in Spain, Jordan carries maps, explosives, slow-burning fuses, and a detailed plan. Jordan is guided by Anselmo, an older, loyal, and wise guerrilla. Anselmo leads him to a cave hideout of a local guerrilla group led by Pablo, once a brave warrior but now hesitant and fearful. Pablo's wife, Pilar, a strong and decisive woman, is the true leader of the group. In the cave, Jordan meets Maria, a young woman traumatized by fascist abuses, rescued by Pilar. A romance quickly blossoms between Jordan and Maria. Other group members include Fernando, Agustin, Primitivo, Rafael, Andres, and Iladio, each carrying their own convictions and scars from the war. Jordan observes tensions within the group, particularly between Pablo and Pilar. He begins studying the bridge from a distance, noting guard positions and architectural structure, while gradually integrating with the guerrillas. Jordan soon realizes that his relationship with Maria becomes a profound emotional motivation, making him understand that the mission is not just about the war but also about the people he has bonded with. Ideals and humanity are now intertwined. This shift in perception marks a significant turning point in Jordan's spiritual journey. Chapter 2, Preparations and Conflicts. Jordan and Anselmo conduct reconnaissance of the bridge. Anselmo, old but steadfast, holds deep moral convictions, unwilling to kill unless absolutely necessary. His role transcends comradeship, becoming a spiritual father to Jordan, guiding him and reminding him of humanity in war. Jordan meticulously records the bridge's layout, structure, and explosive placement points, considering potential enemy responses. Tensions escalate as Pablo openly opposes the plan, fearing the mission will destroy the group. His fear stems from combat experience and heavy losses, making him pragmatic and skeptical. In contrast, Pilar defends Jordan, rallying the group's spirit. She recounts the early revolutionary days with pride mixed with regret, pained by Pablo's decline. Jordan senses the group's disunity, striving to remain calm but worried that internal divisions could ruin the mission. Meanwhile, his love for Maria grows quietly but intensely. Maria shares her traumatic past, her family was killed, and she was captured and humiliated by fascists. Jordan becomes not only Maria's lover but also her source of hope and trust. In rare peaceful nights under the pines, they dream of a post-war future where humanity can heal. Their love is not just emotional but a silent rebellion against the brutality of war. Chapter 3, Memories and Bonding. The days of waiting for action become a time for group members to share personal stories. Pilar recounts brutal executions in Ronda, where villagers threw fascists off cliffs, reflecting both rage and the moral tragedy of war. Jordan reveals he once killed a fascist soldier with a knife in an ambush. The memory haunts him, the sensation of blood on his hands lingering. Beyond killing, what torments him is the erosion of his humanity, even when taking an enemy's life. These stories foster unity within the group. Despite lingering disagreements, a sense of camaraderie and understanding begins to spread. Jordan realizes he is no longer an outsider, bearing responsibility not only for the mission but for each person in the group, fighting for something greater than themselves. Chapter 4, El Sordo's Sacrifice. To support the bridge mission, Jordan contacts El Sordo, an experienced independent guerrilla commander. El Sordo agrees to stage a diversionary attack, despite knowing the imminent danger. During planning, an unexpected snowfall reveals their tracks, exposing El Sordo's group. Surrounded on a hill, they fight fiercely but are ultimately annihilated by superior fascist firepower and bombing planes. El Sordo dies with his comrades, leaving a significant gap in Jordan's strategy. Their deaths shock the group, heightening their anxiety. Amid the chaos, Pablo disappears at night, taking weapons and horses. His act is seen as betrayal, endangering the group. Yet, his departure may stem from despair, helplessness, or an attempt to escape responsibility, a complex human response to the looming threat of death. Pilar remains resolute, asserting the group will fight on. Jordan quickly revises the plan, finding alternatives for transport and reassigning tasks. Amid the turmoil, he feels the weight of responsibility for the trust of those marching toward death with him. El Sordo's death embodies the novel's theme: each soldier's loss diminishes humanity. Chapter 5, Love Amid War. The love between Jordan and Maria becomes the only light in the darkness of war. Their moments in the cave give them a sense of living truly and fully. Maria, despite her traumatic past, opens her heart to Jordan, who feels redeemed by her love. In those moments, they touch beauty in the darkest corners of the world. Their love fuels Jordan's resolve for the perilous mission, though he knows he must separate emotions to stay focused. This makes their love even more noble. Jordan realizes he fights not just for political ideals but for small, sacred things, like Maria's smile or a peaceful embrace. This makes his sacrifice meaningful, transforming him into a symbol of humanity's resilience amid war's devastation. Chapter 6, Final Preparations. Jordan completes the bridge demolition plan, checking explosive placements, fuses, and retreat routes with Anselmo. He is haunted by memories, killing with a knife, hearing bones snap, feeling his humanity erode in the moral abyss of war. He questions whether his actions will change anything but presses forward, for duty, humanity, and the bonds war has forged. This is a battle not just between factions but between his reason and conscience, defining his inner struggle. Pablo unexpectedly returns at dawn, bringing back the discarded weapons and horses. He admits his mistake, seeking redemption. His return may reflect not just regret but an awakening, realizing escape cannot save his soul. Though the group remains wary, Jordan chooses to trust Pablo, not for his words but out of necessity. This decision shows his belief in human potential for change, even in the final moments of life. Jordan writes a detailed report to General Goals, sent via Andres, warning that the enemy is alert and urging the attack's cancellation. The report arrives too late, as the war machine leaves no time for course correction, highlighting war's tragedy. Chapter 7, Death and Redemption. The fateful day arrives. The group splits. Jordan and Anselmo plant explosives, Pilar, Augustin, and others provide cover. The battle is fierce. The bridge explodes, but falling debris kills Anselmo, the steadfast old soldier Jordan revered like a father. The mission succeeds, but fascist counterattacks are relentless. During retreat, Jordan is gravely injured, his horse shot, leg broken, unable to continue. He urges Pilar, Maria, and the group to flee, staying behind with a gun to delay the enemy. Alone among the pines, Jordan reflects on his life, parents, Maria, unkept promises. Fearless, he feels he has lived fully. In his final moment, he aims at an approaching fascist officer, ready to fire, embracing his fate with resolve. Jordan becomes a symbol of the novel's core philosophy: the death of any man diminishes humanity. Maria, Pilar, and the survivors carry on, bearing Jordan's memory and ideals. The tolling bell resonates as a call for all humanity.